right, we're going. All right, this is Donna Monroe, Board of Finance, regular meeting Thursday, December 21st, 6 p.m. This meeting will be recorded and made available on the town's website pursuant to state law. If you're attending remotely, please remember to mute your microphone unless you are speaking. Anyone participating remotely should state their name, title, if applicable, at the outset of each occasion that such person is speaking. All votes taken, which members of the bodies are participating remotely, should be taken by roll call unless the vote is unanimous. The chat feature will not be utilized or considered during this meeting. So we have Rebecca O'Donnell.
Present.
Steve Kirsch.
Present.
Samantha Spino.
Present.
Catherine Stauffer.
Present.
Nicholas Senamides.
Nick said he would be a few minutes
a little
late.
Right. So that's what I was assuming, but I figured I'd give it a shot. Terry Rooney.
Here.
Deb Heim.
Here.
Ron Bonowski.
I'm here.
Heidi Mead.
Here.
And Frank Duchess.
No Frank.
No Frank? Can we cross Joe off the list?
Unless he's called in.
No, Frank is not present.
All right. Okay, so first order of business is election of a temporary chair.
Steve Kirsch, I move to appoint Mike Manjos as temporary chair.
Rebecca O'Donnell, second.
All right, any discussion?
Hey, just
Hearing none.
in order.
Go ahead.
Frank has just walked in.
Great, thanks, Frank. Any discussion? Hearing none, any opposed? Hearing none, I'm officially temporary chair. All right. Next is election of a chair.
Yeah, I'd like to nominate Mike Manjos for chair to continue on as chair for the Board of Finance. Catherine Stauffer, second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Any other nominations? Hearing none. Any opposed? Hearing none. We have a chair unanimous. Thank you. Next is election of a vice chair. And I would like to nominate Rebecca O'Donnell.
I will second that.
Terrific. Any other nominations? Hearing none. Any opposed? All right, we're unanimous. That was easy. Thank you all. I appreciate the support. Rebecca, congratulations, and let's hope things run as smoothly as we've been going. So thank you so much. Next order of business is approval of the regular minutes and voting record for November 16th.
Mike, before we do that, you wanted to amend the
Oh, yes,
agenda.
please. You want to make a motion to amend the agenda, please?
Yes, I will make a motion to amend the agenda under communications, add item B, first selectman's report.
We have a second?
Rebecca O'Donnell, second.
Any discussion? Any opposed? Hearing none, agenda is amended. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate that.
Welcome.
Now we'll go back to approval of the minutes and voting record for November 16th.
Steve Kirsch, I move to approve the regular meeting minutes and voting record for November 16, 2023.
Rebecca O'Donnell, second.
Very good. Any discussion, questions, comments, issues?
None here.
None here. All right. Any opposed? Passed unanimously. Look at us. All right. Now we're on to communications, and the superintendent, while he was on the agenda, has a much better important engagement. So we'll skip through him. And we will jump to first selectman, Mr. Rooney. Congratulations and welcome to our first meeting.
Thank you, Chairman Mandros. Greatly appreciated and welcome everybody, and congratulations to those who are, if there's anybody new to this committee, congratulations on the appointments, Mr. Mandros. Truly appreciate your work throughout the years. I've observed it from council. It's nice to be in a meeting and hear your amazing voice. Thank you also, Becky O'Donnell, for your involvement in Board of Finance. I remember bringing you into this fold, and now here we are sitting at the table. So obviously, I've been in this position for only 4 weeks, so it's like drinking out of a fire hose, but I will tell you, obviously, I put out my first selectman's request for a budget, and I'm starting to receive a few things and a few items. At this point, it seems one of our biggest items affecting this year's budget will be our health insurance. Shocker. So I did meet with Lockton. We had a very involved conversation as to how to move forward. It looks as if last year, the town did very well with United Healthcare. However, when you do very well with them, they look to recover. So we have some work to do there. But at this point, that seems to be the major thing we need to tackle. It's early, obviously, in the budget season, but I will obviously be at these meetings and continue to be in contact with you, Mr. Mandros, and this committee. Moving forward, if anybody has any questions, the first selectman's office is always open for that. And that's about all I have for today. Thank you very much.
Terrific. We appreciate it. We look forward to working closely together. We've always had good relationships with the first selectman's office, so I expect that to continue. And I think this could be a tough budget season, but we will all work to get it together. Public participation. Anybody at the meeting there?
No one here.
Okay. Anyone on the phones? All right. New business, appointment of pension committee representatives. Just so everybody's aware, we do have 2 representatives from this board who work on the pension committee. In the past, it has been Mr. Kirsch and myself. And I would recommend keeping that the same unless somebody wants to jump into the pension committee or discuss a change to that.
This is Rebecca. I'm okay with Mike and Steve continuing. If
Yeah.
you're still interested.
Yes.
I
Yes.
would be, and I think Steve would be too. So terrific. So that's just an appointment. We don't need to vote on that one. And then the next is the appointment for the Board of Ed Facilities Study Representative. I did discuss this with Steve. I would like to appoint him. And I did speak to the superintendent about this as well. Steve's been very involved with the buildings and all the facility studies done in the past. So I think he's the most qualified to represent the Board of Finance on this. And then once the facility study is scoped out and done, I think there'll be a larger committee going forward. So they might request a second person. But for now, I would recommend Steve, unless there's any objections, questions. All right. Hearing that, sounds like you got another job, Steve.
Yeah. This one I knew was coming.
Yes, I knew this was coming too. This will be an important one. So we have total faith in you. So thank you.
Thank you.
Next item of business is to set the regular meeting dates for calendar year 2024. So does everybody have their calendars with them?
I looked at it. I'm good with those dates.
The only thing I always ask, and obviously my children are past school age, but is there any conflict with vacation weeks or anything that anyone notices with that? Because obviously try to work around that if possible.
There might be in April.
That's
don't
what I
have
was
the-
wondering. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have the school calendar in front of me, but there might be.
Ron, how well do you know the school calendar?
I could always look, not well, but I could always look it up.
I think it's April 15th. The week of April 15th is spring break. So that should be
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, because other than that, it looks like it's okay for me.
Hold on, Ron's gonna
Ron's
look
gonna
at it.
check. Perfect.
Yeah,
We can give him a meeting. We'll give him a couple minutes.
it was in their packet on Monday night, but I haven't put it on my calendar yet. The meeting days were, but. Would have been a Board of Ed meeting.
They stole Monroe wrong, that's why.
As long as the system's not under a cyber attack.
No, I might be under a cyber attack.
Ron's hanging on by a thread tonight, I think.
You sound good, Steve. You sound like you.
Yeah, no, this weather and yesterday I was out with the guys trimming the trees and
Yeah.
bushes and stuff, and now I'm. Pretty sad.
The spring. Well, we were more interested in the 24-25 calendar.
Yeah, the 24-25.
Which
So it
is
would
not
be-
on the website yet.
It
What'd
would-
you say? It's on the.
Well, the meeting dates were there, so I wonder if they, if they move the meeting from the 15th, then you'd know the schools were closed. Otherwise, the school calendar's got to be on the website.
That's nothing.
Yeah, looks like school vacation is the 15th through the 19th. So that would conflict with April 18th. Are you seeing that, Ron?
He's having trouble getting in.
No, yeah,
I got in.
the,
It looks like the 15th to the 19th is school vacation. No students or teachers. So I didn't know if that's going to cause a conflict for anyone, or obviously it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna, the other thing is like, if we run into a problem, we could always have a special meeting the following week on the 25th.
All right. So you want to
Okay.
just approve it the way it is?
Sure.
Yeah, that's
All right.
fine.
So I'm going to make them.
Yeah, the only date I may have an issue with, and I don't have it in front of me, is the May 16th date might be a problem for me. But again, I would, between Heidi and myself, we'll be able to.
We'll cover it, right?
It just might be a college graduation, so.
Got it. Very exciting. All right.
Steve Kirsch, I move to accept the 2024 calendar as presented.
We have a second.
Yeah, Rebecca O'Donnell second.
I'm sure no other discussion. Anyone opposed? That's unanimous. Thank you, Steve.
Okay, give me 1 second here. Diane. Steve Kirsch, I have a motion for new business. Number 8, new business, item D, motion to approve a field groomer resolved, the Board of Finance does hereby approve the purchase of a Sand Pro Model 4050 field groomer in the amount of $34,394.61 with funds from the Monroe Parks and Recreation Commission's Field Assessment Fund. This expenditure has been approved by the Monroe Parks and Recreation Commission by a 7-0 vote at their December 4, 2023 meeting, as has been documented by Ms. Oros, Director, Monroe Parks and Recreation, in her email of December 5, 2023, which is included in tonight's board package.
All right, do we have a second?
Rebecca O'Donnell, second.
All right, any discussion?
I'm gonna say there's nobody here for any.
Nobody
for
here
any-
from Parks and Rec, so yeah.
Yeah, so
And
like, if you want, I'll, you know, again, this is
Give
coming
me the
from
rundown,
the
Ron.
Field Assessment Fund. And, that was the procedure for approving that was, passed by town council. Oh, I think back in like, I want to say it was 2011 or somewhere around that time frame. So this is just the, following that procedure to utilize those funds.
Those funds, right.
And
Which
obviously.
I have
this is
no
a-
issue with at all, right, yeah,
Yeah.
obviously
This
it's
is a
something,
field groomer for the fields.
right, which makes perfect logical sense to me.
Softball fields, yeah.
Anybody else have any questions or concerns? All right, anybody opposed? We pass unanimous. Thank you very much. All right, review of 2024 financials. General fund reports. Ron, anything you want to call out for us?
Yeah, there's nothing, yeah, nothing critical at this point. And I'll, you know, go on to say the same thing with the Board of Ed. Nothing critical at this point. I will mention, because it's been, you know, it's out there in the public. There's been some concern about the costs of the
litigation.
litigation related to, not really litigation, but the investigation that's being done with the football program. And we did encumber some of those funds at the end of last year. We were aware of the situation as of 6/30. We encumbered right around $50,000 at the end of the year. That was not enough to handle the whole thing, but it absorbed a chunk of it. It is still ongoing, so I don't know exactly where it's gonna end up, but between the investigation and legal fees right now, it's right. And again, we have some outstanding invoices, but you know, it's a 6-figure tab right now. But again, half of that was absorbed by encumbered funds at the end of the year.
Got it. And what was our, just so everybody's aware, what was our budgeted line item for legal?
Well, that's on the Board of Ed side, Mike.
Right.
So what they're, I could look that up real quick. They, just give me a sec. My,
Take your time.
my computer went to sleep.
Town attorney's fees were $280,000
Yeah,
on the town side.
yeah, so,
Town attorney fees, Mike, were $280,000
Right.
budgeted on the town side.
Yeah, I was just wondering what they had on their side, or, you know,
Yeah,
is it
so
a concern
there's a
yet? Or,
couple, yeah, we haven't spiked, the Board of Ed hasn't spiked out in two different areas. One's, special ed specific. The legal line, the budget's $70,000.
Got it.
Right now, with what we have encumbered, we are over, but you know, the encumbrances, we kind of, you know, we've got about 64,000 encumbered. And we're looking at that we, you know, we might be over budget about 20 right now. So.
Okay.
We'll keep an eye on it. It's not
I was just gonna say, it's something we should keep an eye on then, and just
Yeah.
advise us if it's starting to look rough there.
So I've got one question for Ron on
Go
the
ahead.
Board of Ed Special ed, have we gotten money from the state yet?
We have not,
We
for,
have not.
the excess cost.
Excess cost,
No,
not
it was filed, I believe the first payment comes in after the first of the year.
after the first of the year, okay. All right,
We did receive on the town, and this is budgeted on the town side, the first ECS payment of
Oh.
1.3, which,
the cost sharing,
yeah.
okay. Okay,
So I don't know if anyone else has any specific questions.
All right. Anybody, anything on the fund activity statements?
I kind of just covered that too. I mean, we kind of.
Yeah.
Use the budget portion of it, so the general fund portion.
All right. Well, let's jump to tax collector.
Hello, we are trending, I think, just fine. I don't know if anyone has any questions, but collections are coming in, so I'm happy.
We always like a happy tax collector.
Yes.
and a few more, another week and everybody's January stuff will start coming in. I
Not
hope.
coming in, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, and the people have been coming in and paying. We did get one bank today for $200,000 today. The supplemental bills will be going out on the 26th. The assessor got the file out, I think, last week. So, quality, I did the proofs today, so we are ready to rock and roll for next week.
Excellent. Anybody have any other questions for Deb? All right. Frank, you're up. The treasurer.
Okay, through November, we're at 1.25 million in terms of interest revenue. And that's against an annual target of 1.3 million. So we're well ahead of schedule. So we should have some little bit of buffer related to that. The stiff rate as of today is 5.44%. We're seeing a slight downward tick. Its high was 5.47 on the 30th of November. So it hasn't been much of a drop, but we will see and anticipate some drops as the year goes forward. Heidi and the finance team is providing me some information so that I can provide an estimate for 2025's interest revenue, which I should finish up tomorrow. This month we rolled over 2 million of 6-month treasuries. We got in at 5.31%. The maturity on the other ones were right in that 5.3 range. Future, we're going to be looking at 2 million rolling over each of the next 6 months. To hedge our bet, what I'm looking at next month, and again, we'll look at what the spread is between the 6 and the 12, but to hedge our bet, roll over 1 million in a 6-month and 1 million in a 12-month. With interest rates coming down, that should give us a little bit of hedge going forward. So that's really the key thing. I'll look at what the rates are, what the spread between the two are, and make that decision at the time. But that's my initial inclination to do that next time. That's it.
Okay. Anybody have any other questions for treasurer?
Good, good
Think
news.
we're good. All right.
You Kirsch, move to adjourn.
Thank you, Mr. Kirsch. Happy holidays to everyone, please. Hopefully you have a great time with friends and family, and we'll see you all next year.